Just like you had the formulae for the surface area of certain shapes, you need the volume formulae. The first shapes that you're going to start is a prism. So by definition, a prism is any 3D object that has a uniform cross-section. What does that mean? I can slice it the same shape over and over again. So a loaf of bread, if it was perfectly formed, that would be a prism because the slices would be bread-shaped. Okay? So a rectangular prism, how could I slice that to be the same shape every time? As long as I went across like this and sliced it like that, you're going to form a rectangle every time. A triangular prism, if I slice it along this way, I'm going to form little triangles every single time. A cylinder is a special name for a circular prism. If I sliced a cylinder, what shape am I going to get every time? A circle. It is important the way that you're slicing it, because if I slice the cylinder like this from the top long ways, I would have a tiny rectangle and then a slightly larger rectangle, largest rectangle down the middle, and then they'd start getting smaller again. So a cylinder is not a prism if I'm cutting long ways. A cylinder is a prism if I cut along the cross section there, which is going to form circles every time. So all I need you to do is, can you get the formulae for these prisms? And then we'll discuss the any prism formula after.
Will we find the answer to this? Will it be in like centimeters, like cube instead?
Yep, cubic centimeters, yes. So what I hope you see from these three formula for the rectangular prism, triangular prism, cylinder, is there's a pattern to what these formula are. How do I find the area of a rectangle? Length times by width. How do I convert it to the volume? I times it by the depth. So what am I doing? I'm finding the area of the end part and timesing it by how deep the shape goes. Same for here. Is this the formula for the area of a triangle? Base times height divided by 2. So find the area of the end of it and then times it by how deep it is. Lastly, cylinder, pi r squared is the area of a circle. So you found the area of the end of it, and you times by the depth, that gives you the volume. So any prism. This is a prism. Why? Because it's an L shape, but it's the same L shape all the way through. As long as you can find the area of the cross section, and you times that area by the depth, that will be the volume. Do you have a formula for the area of an L shape? No, I didn't give you one. But could you divide that into a square and a rectangle? Could you add the square and the rectangle together to find the area of the L shape? Then could you times it by the depth? We can't give you a formula for every shape. In year 11, they're asked to find the volume of really irregular prisms. Like it looks like a turd on the end of it. But as long as it's a prism, it's the same shape all the way through. So it might be 3D like that. As long as you know what the area of the end of the shape is and you know how deep it goes, you can find the volume. Okay? So there's no examples for that there. All I'd ask you, please, for the rest of the double, while you're writing your email as well, volume units, use the flowchart. Volume formulae, use these formulae for volume to answer those questions, please. Go.